Okay, I'm not sure where I left off. Here's where I did this. The asset. Now I got rid of that one. I lost sleep over that silly little one, and then we got the balance sheet to balance in the historic years after. I have to admit a little bit of a struggle, but that's the key point to start with. Don't try to get really fancy with all the financing. Right now we have such a simple little financing thing. We have uh, uh, we have put the cash and the debt together, and then we split them out, and then we just use the cash to pay off all of our debt, and we don't have any minimum cash balance. And then the difference is not only zero in the current year, it's the same in all the future years. Now the problem with this is our capital structure really gets out of whack. We should do really something to keep that in place. But if we take the amount of debt divided by the the one thing we still do is take the debt plus the equity. I know that's not debt to equity, it's debt to capital. What happens is that press Shift Control R, that quickly goes way to zero. We can also get the debt to EBITDA ratio. That's a nice little thing to compute, probably. And where's the EBITDA? Let's look at the cash flow statement, which is extremely low ratio, of course. We can get the return on equity, which is the net income divided by the and this is let me start. This is the net income after the minority interest divided by the average of the common equity. Now, oops. I'm gonna make an adjustment for that in the first year. Shift Control R. Let's on the very first year. Let's just make it. That's. Oh no! I made a difference in that calculation. Who cares? Okay. And you want to see if that's a reasonable number going forward. Now, but that return on equity really doesn't tell the story. We should get the return on invested capital. And we can do the same thing. I sometimes do. Let's say that let's get the return on invested capital as the debt. Let's put a 1 here for the debt and 1 for the equity. Now, some of these other liabilities, I'm going to put 0.5 here and call it half of those invested capital. And then we'll put a minus on the accounts receivable, a minus 1 on these other. No, not this one. On the other assets, let's put minus 0.5. That's a really rough thing to do, but then we can, so that now we can put the invested capital as the sum product of the of all of the balance sheet measured at this this thing. Press F4. Okay. And then to put in that's the end of the year, and then we can take the NOPAT, or the NOPAT, I don't care which you call it, which is simply on the profit and loss. Let's get the EBIT multiplied by 1 minus the tax rate. Okay, and this would be the really return on ending invested capital, but I'm going to leave that because that's close enough. That's what you really want to see. Now that's a little bit more dangerous. We have an increasing return on invested capital over time. And look, I put these in the wrong place. Okay, why does this do that? Oof. Shit. Okay. And I guess we'll get the EBIT to interest, which is just this. Now, I didn't put any income on the cash and all that stuff, but it really doesn't matter. The big thing Oops, and this time when we divide it by the interest, and blah, 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 blah. Here, we've got to do this. And I have now, if L388, you can just put the, whoops, if I spelled the name wrong, right, I'll put that, you know, we don't have it computed yet. So those are a couple of financial ratios. They're more almost for testing the model than for anything else. Now we didn't put any of the. Let's start now putting the interest in. So where is the financing? So if we want interest income, what we can do is say, look, if it's the history, let's just take the actual amount from the profit and loss statement. Let's not mess around. Okay. We're trying to replicate it somehow. Okay. And look at this. I don't have it. I hope I put it in the. Oops. Where's the financing? Did I put the? I didn't put the thing in. I have to open up the things. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to stop this video. Enough of this. You can see this completed. What we're going to do is make sure that's all. I've got to catch the train. That's why I'm really going to stop it. We're going to make sure I'm going to put this on, and this will be named instead of day 3 exercises. I think this company is named Meralco. It's a Philippine electric distribution company. So that's it, and I'm gonna go catch the train.